I live in Florida. Ron DeSantis has taken 1.3 million of us off the voter rolls in an attempt for voter suppression. It is indicative of GOP behavior across GOP controlled states. They were doing it specifically to people that did uh, mail in ballots. And in an attempt to disenfranchise Democratic voters, because more often than not, Democratic voters are the ones that will vote early, while Republicans will show up the day of the election. And it got me thinking that in order to get the substantial win that we need, because last time it basically came down to 5 states and a little bit over half a million votes that separated us from a Donald Trump in part two. And we can't afford to have that. We need to make sure that we have an overwhelming, undeniable victory. The first time Donald Trump ran, he had 2 million less votes than Hillary Clinton. The second time he ran, he had nearly 9 million votes less than Joseph Biden. I would like to see it 20 to 25 million votes separated. But places like Arizona, Pennsylvania, Florida, Texas are all going to be very much in play with abortion. I speak about it a lot, but it's 200 days away. In my state, on May 1st, the 6-week abortion ban comes into play that Ron DeSantis put in. So Florida had been somewhat of a refuge for women getting abortions because it was 15 weeks. Well, that's gone. Most women are not aware they're pregnant at 6 weeks. Most women know this. The GOP is, in an attempt to control women, controlling their ability to carry children. 67,000 women have been forced to carry unwanted pregnancies due to rape since June of 2022. That number was of January of this year. Well, March and February have gone, and April's almost half gone. So the number has gone up. This is what the GOP is offering. The abortion ban that the GOP wants to put in will not make an exception for the life of the mother for rape or incest. That's what they're not saying. That's what it says in Project 2025. That's what it comes from the Heritage Foundation, which is the Seven Mountain Mandate. People like Mike Johnson want to have complete control over all aspects of society, and they want to turn our nation, which is secular, into Christian. And the problem is, they're close enough to do it. It's frightening. Donald Trump met with the Speaker of the House this week. Donald Trump is not in office. No one should be meeting with him at all. It's massively inappropriate, and Michael Johnson is too small for a job that is this big. If he brought the Ukraine bill to the House floor, Marjorie Taylor Greene would initiate him being removed. I say let her, but he won't do it. So people in the Ukraine are going to die, which is what Putin and indirectly Trump wants. Destabilization of Europe. You throw in that with what's going on with Israel and Iran, and we have powder kegs like we had in 1914 getting ready to be lit off. And the people that have been so blasé on the right about conflict in Europe, well, we're a member of NATO, and Joseph Biden's the president. The NATO forces, the NATO country gets attacked, we're going. So keep that in mind. We are fundamentally dealing with a very critical situation. There is a 1 vote discrepancy. 218 votes gets you the majority. If they drop down to 217, the Republicans are no longer in majority, and we could get Hakeem Jeffries to be Speaker of the House. I'm wondering how quickly the thing for Matt Gaetz is going to work. How fast will the resolution come for him to be removed from the House, like George Santos? Please make sure that you encourage others to vote. I've gotten 1 person registered so far this year. I'm working on another one right now where I work. That'll be 2. Please try and make sure that you get people registered to vote. We need to make sure this blue wave is undeniable. And I cannot stress how important it is to talk to people about the local issues. In Florida, we have abortion on the Constitution, or if that doesn't go through, the Supreme Court of my state is going for a fetal personhood bill. That's what's the balance. Women with full autonomy or zygotes with more rights than women. And marijuana, recreational, so you don't have to go through all this nonsense. Because Big Brother in the state of Florida is definitely overreaching with marijuana. You need to talk to people on why it's important to vote. You need to talk to women on why it's important to vote. There's not a law that controls my body that is equivalent to laws on the books in my state, Texas, Idaho, Mississippi, Kansas, Ohio. These red states have taken all liberty and sovereignty from women. We need to make sure that we vote accordingly and send a message to these reprehensible Republicans that their misogyny and religious zealotry is no longer welcome. We need to vote them all out. Please make sure that you get 5 people to vote. Talk to younger people. Talk to older people. The GOP is going to go after their retirement. It won't be there. They're going after mine, which is why I'm so upset about everything else too. Please remember to vote true and vote blue. Have a great day.